Okay guys, welcome back to the channel. For this video, we will be taking a look at the Transformers War for Cybertron Trilogy Generation Select HotHouse. Hi, what is HotHouse? I'm really not that familiar with it, but I just wanted to complete or get most of the modulators, the one that turns into bases. I got here Grispit, Grispit, and I have here Ironworks in some sort of weird ass mode that I have him in, and HotHouse here is a recolor remold of Airwave. I have Airwave, but I wanted to open HotHouse first, so that's what we're gonna do today. As is with most of the Generation Selects, they come here in this nondescript brown box and with just the sticker to say what it is. It's HotHouse. Okay. So let's open him. To open him, you have to. Oh no! Now no more value. Anyway, and here he is. He looks awesome. He is a fire station. From what I have read in his bio, he's a base that also transforms usually into a robot, but he's mostly a base. So that's what he is. So let's free him from this box. Wait. I'll free him off camera. Okay, we have him out of sight of his box and he looks awesome. I really like the color scheme of this one. Yeah, it's kinda gaudy. It's kinda really loud. I mean, it's primary colors except for the orange. It's blue, red, and then sort of yellow, but more of an orange. And then when you turn him to his white and his black backside, you get painted white. He looks awesome, actually, man. You could just imagine him to be one of the maybe a commander class or a Titan one. He looks kind of he's boxy like a Titan, man. It kind of looks like he comes with this weapon, two weapon, and you could put them together to make a single weapon. You could place it there, or you could have it on his side. You could put this here. I'm just following the instruction. So he has some sort of exhaust pipe, and then you could place this one on his hand. So yeah. So he looks more of like he is a fire station. That's what I gather from what I've read. So let's look at his details. He has a nice pudge. He's a mono eye. See if you could see. Can you see that one? His face is just a tiny head. It's a very tiny head with just one dot for an eye. Articulation wise, you could raise his arm sideways. Of course, you have to unpeg this one. See, for it to move sideways. You can rotate freely. Yeah, he's a modulator, so his limbs are removable. Okay, and he has an a waist swivel, so you can rotate fully. And then can raise his feet up like so. Let him do the splits, a knee bend, and then yeah, you could rotate actually the lower his calves. Yeah, you could rotate that. That's part of his transformation. And he has some ankle tiltage. Hi. Very nice, very nice. Kind of looks like a huge robot, doesn't he? Even if he is just a deluxe, he has that demeanor of a very big robot. But he's not. Okay, he's a smallish guy. And what you do with him is you play with him with your smallish guys, the Micromasters. Let's get my Micromasters. Hey, here's a bunch of Micromasters. So here are all my Micromasters. Are these all my Micromasters? I guess these are all my Micromasters. So yeah, you could transform him into a robot, and then you could transform him into a base, which we will do off camera, because it's hey, here's a bunch of Micromasters. So here are all my Micromasters. Are these all my Micromasters? I guess these are all my Micromasters. So yeah, you could transform him into a robot, and then you could transform him into a base, which we will do off camera, because it's kind of hard to do on camera. But I'll show you what to do first. You could remove his limbs like so. So that's an arm. That's the other arm. Let's also remove the weapons. And then the torso. You could flip here. Okay. And then the feet. And even this, it looks like a crank. So now that you have all his parts out, you can transform him to whatever you want. Kind of hard to do on camera, but I'll show you what to do first. You could remove his limbs like so. So that's an arm. That's the other arm. Let's also remove the weapons. And then the torso. You could flip here. Okay. And then the feet. And even this, it looks like a crank. So now that you have all his parts out, you can transform him to whatever you want. Okay, so we have him transformed. Yeah, I did not show you the transformation. If you buy this, you will be getting a manual. So yeah, and like I said, I am not a particularly great transformer of toys, so I just spared you showing me struggling with putting this together. Okay, so the first form is like an airstrip. This is actually the Airwaves version, but it says here it's a fire station. So the colors are really of a fire station, since it's mostly red, and it's red and orange, and then it quite says here clearly that it's a fire station. So let's get a fire truck. Is this a fire truck? So we have the rescue patrol people here. They could use it as a base. Then you could actually connect it with Ironworks here. I don't know what kind of configuration I did with Ironworks here. I think my kid, my son, played with this. So you could make like a mini city with all these modulators, and also here is Crispit. So yeah, that's what you could do with it. That's one of the things that you could do with it. Make it an airstrip. I'll transform him into another one, and then I'll show you that one. Wait, okay. This one is the biggest configuration. If you do it, it's like yeah, it's more of like a landing strip, so you could actually use this one. Also, if you have this guys, you could use it like a landing strip here. So this configuration is a more sideways type of runway, but instead of having 2 lanes, you have 1 lane. Actually, this one looks a bit more like a fire station. It says here it's a fire station, so it's a fire station. You could link it up with your other bases like so. And I have a longer road, go there, and then have Ironworks fix him, and then you could go back, hang around the fire station, have the car one here as well, and then Crispit is on the background. You could make a mini city out of this actually. So yeah, that's another configuration that you could do with it. Do with the HotHouse, and yeah, that's the front, the side view, the back view, and there we go. So yeah, these deluxe figures are like mini Titans. They transform into base-like modes, and then they transform into robot modes. You could have lots of fun with those, especially if you have a lot of these guys, the Micromasters, because they're really made to interact with the bases. And yeah, you just let your imagination run wild with this. Alright. So the next mode is okay. So this is the third configuration that is suggested on the manual. It looks like a GAN turret, some sort of turret. Has so supposed to be can go up and down with the hinge, but it doesn't really go up. Does it? Without, yeah, it's much better than the first one. So it does go up and down, just up. It's kind of weird looking since we're using most of its parts, the under parts, so it doesn't look as clean as what you would normally get if you have the shiny parts showing. So it looks like more of something a kid would throw together, and something similar to this one. It's a hodgepodge of stuff that you could do. So it's, yeah, I could imagine that this is a turret of sorts. You could have this place in one of your titans when he is in city mode, and it will protect that titan. Okay, so those are all the three modes. All the three modes that are suggested by the manual. There's one other thing that you could do with it. You could actually use. Oh, sorry. You could actually use it to be an armor of sorts for your figures, and we'll do that next. Okay, so one other thing that you could do with the HotHouse here is have him be your deluxes or your Voyagers or whatever figures you have from the Earthriser Siege line as their armor and or weapons. Following the instructions here in the manual, we'll have HotHouse here be like platforms for we're gonna use sideswipe here because I don't have a tiger track. The manual suggests that you use tiger track, but I don't have tiger track, so we'll use sideswipe. It does look the part. And now him wearing hot shots legs as platforms makes him as tall as a Voyager. Now for his torso, instruction says you should put it here, so I guess that's a shield of some sort. His crotch area will become a backpack, which you could attach to his back. Okay. He's looking really big now. His other arm, you attach some of his weapons there. So, like so. And then there's a peg here. We put it here. Okay. Oh. Something's wrong with. Hi. This is better. So now we have him have a sort of gun there. Okay. And for his final no, on the other side. Sorry. There we go. I can get to that, and then there. And for his other arm, it says here to do this, and after doing that, you would place this one here, like so. I don't know what this does, but so yeah. And for his other gun, you could actually make this longer if you want. He has a very long gun, and then this is and there we have Sideswipe all armored up with the HotHouse here, so he's ready to battle any of his Decepticon counterparts. Something you could do. It looks wonky. It looks goofy, but for kids, this is a test of how they would use their imagination with such a toy that can be turned into a base, turned into a gun, turned into an armor for other Transformers. This is really a fun toy, actually. A multifaceted toy that you could enjoy with your kids. So yeah, let's raise the camera a bit to show him. And this really adds quite a bit of height to your figure. I mean, most of the Earthrise and Siege figures are a bit stumpy. That's their proportion, but adding your modulators or your other weaponizers and your other toys like that really makes them taller. Actually, you could actually put more parts on him to make him more huge, more imposing. And that's it. That's my look at Transformers War for Cybertron Trilogy Generation Selects HotHouse. And here is Sideswipe wearing HotHouse. So thank you for watching the video. I know this is a bit of a mess. I still am finding the groove back to review Transformers. It's really been hard on me since to do Transformers. I like, of course, looking at action figures where it's just straight up. You look at it, you look at its details, you look at its articulation, you look at some of the backstory. But for Transformers, it's like reviewing two toys at once. Sometimes for modulators and weaponizers and other stuff like this, it's like reviewing multiple toys at once. And I'm finding hard to find the momentum to do so. This is just the second one I did after buying a bunch of series Wave 2 of Earthrise. So hopefully I'll be able to find other time. And hopefully this is not as wonky as I would believe that I did. So thank you guys for watching. Comment down below, suggestions and questions, type them down below. Please do subscribe to the channel so that you know when I'll be uploading. Click on that notification bell. And once again, thank you guys for watching the video. And this is me, John. See you at the next video.